achieve a goal. And when each people independently respect each other, values each other opinions and perceptions, and even the knowledge, resources, and skill, which helps you to combine the organizational support and organizational goal, you form a team. In that team, there might be people who have a experience of 10 years or 12 years, or a fresh join the team. It depends how skillful, how knowledgeful, how you are doing the work. A team with professionals and unprofessionals, both are the teams, okay? Suppose if you play a game and you form a small team, that is also professionals to a team. If you go for a project and you combine 4 or 5 peoples or 10 peoples, that is also a team. So basically a team together, everyone achieves more, is the thing which is said for a team. Now, what is teamwork? When such objectives, such goals, any sort of project, any sort of presentation, any sort of project launch, like are done with the collective work effort of a group of people, are known as is a team work. So teamwork is often a crucial thing in a business because there might be different things when you do for a teamwork. Some people have different perceptions, different ideas, different feelings, right? And all those are combined in a thing. So it is often necessary colleagues to work together and try to bring the required goal succession. Teamwork is only not for a professional life also. In see your family, if you do something, you combinedly distribute the work among each other and you receive to the goals. So it's said that if you go for corporate culture, 97% of corporate executives believe a lack of alignment within a team directly impacts to achieve the goal. Means alignment over here means not understanding the organization goals, only leading to the individual goal, like blame game you can see over there. So in a teamwork, each has to understand each other's feeling. You should never try to think that I am the only superior one. So when you collectively form a work and you do the work, is a team work. Now, why teamwork is necessary? There are many factors which says that teamwork is very important. And teamwork is like benefitsly, if you will talk, better outcomes are possible with the teamwork. Your efficiency is increased. Every individual is a bank of ideas, and they share, when they share their ideas, better ideas comes out, right? And hostile support over here. Suppose if you are lacking in something, your team members is going to support you in that, and you increase the competency while performing the work. Are you guys getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please do not hesitate to ask if you lack somewhere, okay? So these are the things which combines a sense of accomplishment. When a team does a work, what happens? Everyone is satisfied, everyone thinks that yes, we did something. And never forget, in a team there is always a leader, because that leader distributes the work. That leader is there who assigns the tasks as per your skills. So leader, with a leader, subordinates combined, that is a team. And when you do a perform with the collective effort, that is a teamwork. See over in the picture, you can see the benefits of effective teamwork. As per I said that it increases your efficiency, increases your competency. You even like benefit each other, and better ideas comes out. The conflicts are resolved, right? And in a second team, what you will see, as you climb one stage to another stage, the work gets piled up, not piled up, it gets unpiled up. You finish one work and you reach to the succession point. So teamwork helps you to make your dreams work actually. If you suppose, let's take an example of this Lenovet. It's also a very great example of teamwork. You can say that. See, the members, they are distributed, they are assigned work, they know how to perform, they collectively communicate between each other, and they form a team and they are able to make their dreams work, isn't it? So now what teamwork says, skills, goals, vision, communication, everything combines over here. So that is what actually it says. Suppose in a team, if you think, let's take it with the business point view of, in a business what happens is teamwork is when a group of people collaborate to achieve a mutual goal, and this means that these peoples are working just not for their individual goal success, and they think the organizational goal is much more important for them. To fulfill that, they have been selected. So they combine with a common goal, skills, research, collaborations, and communication. Their vision is very clear that we have been formed a team to completely wind up the vision which we company expects from us or which we expect from each other. Now, see the attributes of teamwork. You can see smart alignment. What a smart alignment over here means. First, in a team, you understood that there is a leader. You need to have a leader and you need to have a subordinates along with that. So, leadership has to be known and grown ourselves. Every individual is a team leader in their personal life. Do not think that you cannot become a team leader. You are a team leader, but for the succession of any task, one individual is made as a team leader. So, smart alliances, mission, strategy, goals, and objectives, project priorities, and roles and responsibilities are smart alignment, which a team leader always tries to distribute as per the skills. Now, inspiring vision, it's just not that a team leader will take all the decisions by himself or herself. He or she commonly inspires the vision of next person or next associate person, like passion for what they do, feel inspired, change the champions every time. It is not important that that is only a team leader. For other project, another person from the same team can be a team leader. Creative task takers, you should always think creative because the scenario of the current world is changing. Everyone wants to see as per the age criteria, the advertisements, the works, and everything. And then comes with the great team spirit. You always need to have a very good team spirit. What you can do in that, independence and conclusion means interdependence means you are dependent yourself on other for some specific task. Suppose there are two team members in your team. One does not know how to access certain technology. The second member knows it very well, is going to sub interdependence and correlates and care and confront. It is very important that you care about your team members and you confront for the things which we are necessary to be confront. Care it doesn't mean that you will ask for how you are and this. No, care also means if someone is lacking for something, you support each other. Then celebrate the success. In a when you are doing a project, if you get one stage completed, the other team members gets motivated and they get the thing that yes, we can do it. Give the recognition. If because of any team member your project has been success, do not forget to give the credit. Always appreciate. Now, action oriented. It is just not that you talk in this, but you even take the actions like take the right process, take the smart ways of working, take the problem solving attitude is very important if you are in a team. And decision making doesn't mean that you will take the decisions hassle wise or random wise. You need to take a decision with a smart wise. Do not take A team leader never takes a decision by himself or herself. He or she always likes to get an ideas, views about before taking any decisions. Make a planning and collect proper resources. And when there is a teamwork, there is a mutual understanding, mutual trust, mutual respect, like mutual value of each other opinion is very, very important. Now, see the teamwork skills. Earlier, which I said, smart alignment, inspiring vision are the attributes which are necessary for the teamwork to be performance. And teamwork skills, like you should have a very good communication skill. You should always be able to solve the conflict. You should be a very active and good listener, right? You should be reliable, you should be responsible, you should be loyal, and respectfulness. Respect each others in your team members. Respect the team members means respect the ideas, respect the vision, respect the views, respect the feelings. So as per earlier I said, like mutual trust is important. What is powerful teamwork is only possible when you will have a professional dialogues. Means the dialogues which when you are in a group to form a work and a form a task, professional dialogue is very important. Mutual trust is also important. Tangible agreements and actions. Tangible agreements, sometimes in a company you will see that if a team is formed, they make you to sign a contract that when your this project is over, you are no more an association of this team. So that is tangible agreement. Actions, like if something happens, you are always ready to take a back action plan and the work. Recognition and qualities and emotions. Recognition is very important. If a task is successfully completed just because of a fresher also, do not forget to give a recognition. Years experience sometimes are not able to crack a thing which a fresher can do, right? So we should always value each others. Over there age does not come, experience does not come. Over there comes the presence of mind, the way of solving the problem, the way of taking the decision, and generating different back action plans. Now, what is team effectiveness model? In an organization, when you form a team, you should always remember that reward system should be there. Reward system, it might be giving a certificate, giving a medal, giving a, these days monetary bonus coupons are given. Sometimes you all combine and you give a gift hampers, right? Even sometimes a promotion is also a reward system. Now communication systems should be very hierarchy wise. It's not that uh, for a big things you go and disturb to your leader. No, if subordinates can solve among each other, this would be over there. Physical space, just do not think that sometimes a team member who are working together might have an emotional blockage or something, so that at that time they want the space for themselves to remain quiet in peace and then come back. So it is very important. Organizational environment plays a vital role. How healthy, how understanding, how good environment you have, that really, if you see directly, promotes to your team effectiveness. Organizational structure, how is your structure, how is your leaderships. Now team design, when you design a team, always forget what work you are doing, what should be the number of team size, who are going to associate in a team. Then team process, always think that team development, periodically you arrange it, appraise it, right? And team norms and roles and regulations are clear to every team members. Not a single team member should be in a doubt. And team effectiveness only is possible when product acceptable to the client is very understand. Over here client are team members also, different departments, different customers. E- this one changes according to the sectors, like it is a business, it's direct client and indirect client. If it is service, it's another thing, right? And individual team members. Guys, still here, are you having any sort of problem, anything to ask?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now let's understand what is team management and what is the model of team management. See, over here in a picture, what you can see is a team management is combined with the communication, motivation, feedback, transparency, right? Delegations, flexibility, reward, and training. Everything when combined means each of the words, each of the symbols are dependent and independent on each others. Like take a team management is the ability, flexibility. of an individual or an organization with a package of all this to administer and coordinate a group of individuals to perform the task. Means you should be having a very good communication when you form team, right? You should be motivating each other. You should always open for a feedback, and transparency is very important of in all of sort of the idea sharings and feelings. All these are very important points. Delegations, you should know whom to delegate and whom not to delegate. Be flexibility. Over here, flexibility means able to adjust in a team flexible wise, right? And reward systems should be there, and training, time to time training to your team members is also very important and plays a crucial part. So for the team members, their team must be their priority, and everything else should be taken back because your organizational goal and your team is your priority. Let's understand this concept with the view of a business point. I'll give you a very real life situation example. Over Ravindra, a person, I'm just giving a names with the imaginary concept. Ravindra was representing the various training and development verticals of a very leading company. Akash, Arvind, Sweta, Swecha, Tubangi, all these were the team members of him. So they used to report to whom? Rabindra. For every certain task, they used to report to Ravindra. And now, when Ravindra designed the variant training programs, what he did was he distributed tasks among all these five members as per their skills, as per their knowledge. And when Ravindra left, no understand what happens, he ensures that his team members are very much satisfied whatever role they have been given in their teams and their responsibilities. So what happens is they work, they share their ideas, they open up, they share the different mutual understanding, they contribute. And to the level best of Ravindra, what he can do, he should be always open for the so small sort of discussions, right? No arguments, okay? Discussions on certain points to fulfill the task. Now they went after when they are working for a project during that time period when their office hour is over, Ravindra always made sure that his team members are always connected to him. So they used to go for movies, they used to go for like Rabindra used to take them for movies, sometimes a small gathering, sometimes even sitting outskirt of the office and talking about their projects and their work, right? So these things happen. So now over here, Rabindra is playing a role of team leader and other are all associates. So now here Rabindra becomes very responsible for bringing the best oriented result from the team members, and his team members become close to him so they are able to communicate to him very fluently where they are lacking, where they want something help. It's always an open scenario for them. So you can say that if a positive ambience is created by Rabindra, if the transparency is there, the feedback expectation is always open, motivation to each other. Yes, yeah, you can do it. Go for it. This is nice, but if you add this, this happens. So a leader should always behave as if a very good close friend. Gone are the days when the team members used to get afraid of the team leader. No, now what is the scenario? The scenario is team members wants to have a very cordial relationship with the team leader so that easily they can share their ideas and views. So team leader, forget that you can become a bossy these days now. No, you need to be a very friendly. So all these are things which gets a combined, and when these all combine together, a team is managed very well. Now, what is a model of team management? See, over here I have shown you that what is actually a team. How you can form a team? There are five different cons model you can see. One is forming, storming, performing, norming, and absorbing. Now here let's understand this model. First is forming. Over here it says asking people to write team. There might be different teams in a business. Take HR team is a one team, marketing team is one team, product manufacturing is another team, accounts team, right? So these are all team. So you select the very right people for right things. Like team acquaintances and apply establishes ground rules and regulations. First, what happens? They just are selected to assign the task. Then we move to second one, storming. Mitigate by anticipating unforeseen events that leads to conflicts. Over here, what happens is every individual we are selected for a work to be success or a project to be success. They are just selected. Of team is formed. Members are selected. What they think, everyone in this 21st world tries to be a leader. He or she always thinks that if I can be a leader, I'll do this. But it completely depends upon a company, upon a senior person, how and whom experience wise, skill wise, knowledge wise, they make a leader. So if you're not made a leader, also do not get disheartened. In fact, put your best to make that work to the success. So over here, members start to communicate their feelings, but still they view themselves as individual in storming. Now then comes norming. Over here, what happens? People are accepted to each other that he is a team leader, we are the team associates. Then very properly understood to each other, and what they do, they start to communicate. They work, they share their ideas, their views, right? Sometimes there is a conflict, they resolve between each other, they clarify their ideas. They are no more now on a grudges or anything that he is a team leader, why should we support him? The blame game is over in norming one. So here the team is completely ready to motivate each other, to communicate, to get are able to take feedback from each team members. They know how to reward, if they know how to delegate. Every skills are formed and the norming is formed. Now comes to the performing. What happens here? Monitors team goals regularly and provides feedback. Over performing means now team is completely ready to perform a assigned task to reach to the total successions with the atmosphere created where the flexibility is key and hierarchy little importance to their individual goal. So over here, total goal succession is to the organizational goal. So now is perform. Now what comes is endorsing. After all these four models, when a team's final stage is reached, that is endorsing. Over here, a team says yes, we are success with our work. We have done a tremendous task. We are able to. What happens when one team works and their success is completely done, that same team always tries to perform another project in a by being a term. And over there, what happens? Their grudges are left over, their bossy natures are left over. They become very humble to each other. So these are things. So the team conducts an proper task over here. Success is done. Now, what does a company do? After your team is success, they periodically appraisal is done for the team. Individual is done year wise, but after every project, a company does team appraisal. So this is the model of team management. Now, what are the different tips for team management? What you can have? You can, when you do the teamwork and team management, both communication, active listening, humanity, and emotional intelligence and conflict resolutions. For the better teamwork, manage your team properly with different 8 steps. Everyone is in, okay? Team leader should not think that I am the only one. Every subordinate is important. Read between the lines. Over here it means what is your boundary? A team leader should know a subordinate's boundaries should be known by your subordinates. You are open with your ideas, you're open with your views, the boundary is set. Act as harmonizing influence. Do not give a blame game. Blame means throwing a ball to each other's head for not doing a task, not doing a work, not doing anything. Do not do that. Harmonize itself, and even if you are done with your task, help other subordinates to fulfill the work. Now share the responsibility. Over here, your responsibilities should be shared very properly. Take your time to share your views and ideas and have a clear intent. Clear intent over here means when you are saying something, be very clear, be very precise, and take a very cordial example between each others. Now come you be a very goal oriented, not individual goal oriented, organizational goal oriented. Then always be there for your team members. Over here, what do you mean? Always be there for your team members means you know that every team members of your team leader is very important. The team members should always think that our leader is our mentor, and a leader should think that I am the mentor of them. Do not have that bossy nature. Now, another things in a for a better team management, don't criticize each other. When you are in a team, do not criticize each other. Avoid the favoritism. Sometimes leaders, what they do is they always try to give a task to their favorite ones. Don't do that. A team might collapse. Communicate effectively. Set the process in sharing, not sharing ideas, process how you communicate with each other. That is important. How the hierarchy wise the process will move. Always motivate your team. Motivation is just not by giving some reward. Motivate with your doings, with your uh, proper teamwork. So motivate your team. Periodic assessment. A leader should always keep on doing the periodic assessment of the team. Manage the conflict very properly so that this one all does not think that I am discriminated, and other one also does not think that I am discriminated. Don't take decisions alone because your team members are the valued ones in you. You need their support at every step of succession of the work. Assign group goals with organization goal. Your goals should be aligned to organizational goals. Give credit to your team members and let your team members make mistake. Mistake doesn't mean a big blunder mistake, okay? Certain simple mistakes let your team members make because when you join in a team, there might be a fresher who has never worked, right? So what happens? That fresher slowly and gradually learns. So let the door open for his mistake so that he learns. The knowledge is acquired. So when all these things are done, what happens? See, your goal is success, you are appraised, everything. And now motivation might be incentive, development, opportunity, determination, support, challenges, and power. This is very important. Development means one by one pillar. When a fresher comes, if he is a part of any team or project that is done, his gut feelings rises, his confidence is built up. So that thing happens. Now let me take you to the slide number 2, which I think I said you for agendas 1. So till the effective team management model we have done. Now see what nature teaches us in a team management and teamwork. Nature is the best example. Over here, can you all see the picture which I have shared? Guys, revert me back.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See the first picture. It's an ant who are carrying the stones. Ants are the best example of the teamwork and the proper communication. See how they are carrying the stones. They are making an arrangement for when? For the rainy seasons, for the winter seasons. They accumulate the food and they collect it, and the work is divided over here. See in the second picture, ants are the best example of communication over here, divided over, right? Teamwork, see the teamwork how they are doing, how if these four are trying to pull this ant to the other side, right? See over in the third picture, A geese is a leader and other all are following him. If one also tries to fall down or balance imbalances, another one goes and supports. Now see in a honeybee, honeybees are the best example by a nature for the division of the work. They know how to divide their work. Like if you see a bee goes and collects the nectar, another one just takes out the pills from the flowers, the nectar is collected and all that is done. So honeybee is the best example of work division. Now see over here in a picture, you can find it little funny but mischievous. See the best exam you can see by animal wise how smart these two pets, two dogs and a cat. They all want to enjoy this cake, but it's kept in a fridge. And what they do, they form a team, right? They support each other, they align to each other, and they are good watcher. The fridge was open, bigger ones is the base, another climbs, and the third climbs, and the cake is taken out, and they enjoy. Their work is succeed. See in this one, in a jungle, you know that a lion and tiger they are the best one, and lion thinks that I am the king of the jungle. But sometimes a king is also defeated when everyone unites. So if united, the result is what? A group of buffalo can lead to the team, and what they can do, they make the lion, tiger, and big animals run away. So this is the best example by nature for the team management, teamwork. You can say teamwork and team division. Everything is over here. And nature is the best teacher and example. Now let's see some realistic example over here. So there can be several examples in every domain like business, politics, sports, leisure, entertainment, right? So first example like team management in a business point of view. Consider a marketing head who has to sell his product in a particular geography. It might be remote areas, urban, rural areas, whatever it is. What he or she does, he or she has to manage different teams like the product team for ensuring the good product and quality of the product. Then he has to manage a brand team for packaging and design, then marketing team for outdoor communications, sales team for managing sales, etc. So when all these work step by step, and all the factors, whether that is communication, transparency, delegation, reward, and all these are fulfilled in this business, what happens? Your sales rises, you get a better profits, your product is in a market with a higher brand, higher demand, right? So what happens? Automatically your demand is high, now you have to supply to the market. So this is team management in business. Now hence a marketing leader or a marketing manager had to align all team. He or she should be very sure that effective team management is done. He should always keep on motivating the team. Now see in the sports, any team sports like football, basketball, cricket, rugby, hockey, etc., requires effective team management because a coach is a team manager or a team manager ensures that the players have a very good bond and are highly motivated to win. The team manager also manages the team doctors. You might have seen in cricket when they get injured, a doctor completely runs out and uh, helps to the players. PR manager see how media meetings, conferences are organized. Players consultant. Sometimes a very good player might be because of some emotional blockage or some personal issues unable to perform. So what does the coach or team manager does? Consultation to that player is given, club boards, etc., to ensure that the sports team function effectively to win the game's profits, earns the credit and profits. Now, over here, let's view the fourth example for medicine politics. If you understood politics, see, let's take an example of a recent ones. Um, Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi. What he did in Gujarat, there is an election in year 2022 prime minister. So what he did, he has changed his election team completely. Means chief minister is changed and the different subordinates in his teams are changed, right? To ensure what? To ensure that they get a majority of votes in 2022 elections in Gujarat, right? Isn't it, guys? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you all getting me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now take an example of, you can take an example of entertainment channels. You might be very aware. Over there also cameraman, a light man, a sound man, a singer, dialogue writer. Everyone is a member of a team and a leader is who? A director or a producer who is doing that, right? Now in a real scenario of today's world, what is even seen in a team performance model? This is a model which we follow at our organization. Okay, what we do is first orientation. Why am I here? To be aware by every team member, right? So we try, the fear is gone from the team member, right? There is no discrimination, there is uncertainty and resolve. We always try to form a team which identifies each other, which knows each other members, and they are even for the purpose. So why? Then we move to who. Trust building is very important in a team. So who are you? Just not who I am, but who are you also. So over here we try to eradicate cautions, mistrust, and other things. What we try to do is we form a mutual regards, reliability, trustfulness, and forgiveness. It is very important in your team when sometimes some mischievous activities are also done in a team by team members. You should always learn to say it's okay, but do not repeat it again, right? Now in the third we do is role clarification. What are we going to do? For what we are in a team is very clear, has to be very clear, and those team members has to be very commitment. Number fourth, how we'll do it, get an ideas, get a views, understand their vision, their ideas also, because sometimes fresher gives you very amazing ideas, and if you work on them there might be a risk, but if you get a succession you are at the high peak. Always remember that without taking a risk you are not going to get a success. In every step there is a risk. In our personal life, when you are walking there is a risk of vehicles while crossing the road. If you are not alert, what happens? A car, a vehicle, a bike, scooter might hit you. So what you are, you're committed that yes, I am crossing the road, I know how to cross it, what are the different side out. Then what do? You implement it. Who does what and when and where? Means a team is formed and the different roles are given, the work is divided, and who is going to do what. So when these collectively collectively a team performs properly and the work is division, what happens? High performance comes up. When a work is done, what do? You feel wow, yes, we left our grudges, our egos, and everything, and here we are by performing a very good work. Then renewal whether we should give another project to this team or not. A management always thinks that if a team is continuously giving a very good things, what happens? A management always tries to select that team. So this is a team performance model at workplace. Now let's come to the conclusion, guys. So before coming to conclusion, there is one saying that if I am not mistaken with the saying that in this, in a little bit of Hindi, when jab sab mil jaye to kaam aaram se ho jaye, right? So that's the thing over here. Now let's come to the conclusion. We are all very aware that the and familiar with the team and teamwork as one, right? So the phrases is unitedly we stand and what united we stand, dividedly we fall. So each one of us needs to understand the concept, understand the concept, to understand before the significance of cooperation. Have a healthy competition in your organization, in your team, have a very good environment in your workplace, boost up the productivity of your products by helping each other, always promotes the efficiency, have a very effective resolve of issues faster, and co-workers has to aim for the better ones. So you can see whether team is success, somewhere you think that it's my succession. And when a teamwork is combined together, success in through teamwork is done. Guys, now it's a question answer session time. So if anyone have any question, if you're not able to speak up, you can write it to me. Guys, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Any queries?
No, ma'am.
Are you all understand these things? So should I give throw a question to every one of you? A simple and a very basic question with your personal life. Should I or should I not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Uh, I guess Shivani just said yes, ma'am. Shivani, uh,
Yes,
are
ma'am.
you working?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So after getting this session, will you be like having a cordial relation in your teams and team members?
Ma'am, yeah, sure.
And did
I,
you got certain points which you can apply on your real life?
ma'am, I already follow all the points in my team, but it's there are one or two points which you tell today. I appreciate that points also and consider all that also.
Very good. Thank you, Sivani.
Welcome, ma'am.
So this is for today. So anything?
Ma'am, lack of factor is considered in the online training is only the phase. The face-to-face attention is not going between the team's members. That is only the factor
Okay.
which is not considered as a team management. Otherwise, all the factors are going through that.
Sivani, I'm very understanding your point, but the thing is also that we should know that it's a virtual world, right? And even we have a issue of bandwidth. If that is not there, I'm sure this Lenovet will try to solve this problem very soon, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other thing?
Ma'am, I had a doubt.
Yeah, please come up, Kajal.
Ma'am, can you share this PPT?
Yeah, I'll share this PPT with
Okay,
the
so
organization, with the organizer, and you can collect from them.
okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Anything more?
No, ma'am.
Hmm. Uh, oh. Hmm. Thank you, Rahul. And I'll be sharing this PPT with you. So, okay, okay. Thank you so much for the class, guys, and have a good day. See you again.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, ma'am.
ma'am. Same for you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Savio. Thank you, Pritheswari. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day, great day. Bye.